Everyone will be helped. Okay. Everyone will be helped. Oh wait, one sec. I've got my stream playing. Okay. Everyone. Okay. Game 2.
Alright, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because I'll tell you where I stop.
Okay.
So I just opened 2-gate Robo in I think in all of these games except for game 3. Because it's just the safest and you can get that scout out, or the observer, see what's coming.
Yeah.
So fast forwarding. He goes 1 barracks expansion. I got 2-gate Robo expansion. Chrono boosting out observer. Alright, I'm going to stop it 9 minutes in.
Alright, let me get there. What's the key to go ahead like a minute?
Oh, I forget, like... Actually, I don't remember. F, maybe?
It's alright, I'm almost there anyways. It was an F. 9 minutes?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm paused there.
Okay, I'm 3, 2, 1, go.
No.
At just faster speed.
Okay.
Okay, so first thing, this is just for this map specifically, but if you see where I'm keeping my army, I want to stay up there so he can't get up there and get high ground on me. And I'm keeping a probe at the watchtower so he can't just walk around when I'm not, can't see him.
Yeah.
So my observer is... Where's my observer? It's in his base. Yeah, and I scout double factory, and I saw 2 tanks out already. So I was pretty sure he was going for 2 factory tank, which is what I've been dying to mostly lately.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do pretty much was go Immortal Void Ray, basically, and try to just destroy it, because I knew he was going to be like super tank heavy, because I only saw 1 barracks.
Yeah.
So I pretty much just am going to try to hard counter the tanks, and I'm not even going to bother with Colossus or anything right at this point. And I did see he had quite a few Marines out, and he had a reactored barracks, and I didn't see his other barracks, but I figured it was pretty much going to be completely tank Marine. So here in a second I'm going to go for High Templars too, just so I can get... I just need like a couple of them out so I can storm the Marines, because, Marines own Immortals and Void Rays.
Right.
And the other thing I did in response was I went for a really quick third, because I knew with tanks he's going to be really immobile. So I figured he's probably just going to push my main, and if he went for my third, then I could sneak up, flank him or something. So yeah, that's the main decision right now. Is I'm hardly... Like I'm warping in a couple zealots here and there, but I'm almost exclusively going for Immortal Void Ray, because gateway units really aren't going to help me that much right now. They're just going to die to tanks.
Yeah.
So there I'm putting up my Templar archives in the back of my base. And nothing terribly exciting happens for a little bit till he decides to move out. So yeah, he's starting to move out right now. And I do catch this with my observer, and I'm like, holy Jesus, that's a lot of Marines and tanks. So still just trying to chrono boost Immortals and Void Rays and Psystorm. So see, Psystorm is just now starting. So I really need to try to find a way to delay this push just a little bit, because I'm going to die if I don't.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is kind of like keep showing my army and making him siege. He comes up to the watchtower and sieges, and so then I just like run back out of range. And I want to try to just do this sort of thing and kind of dance with him just to make him as slow as possible so I can get Storm out.
Okay.
So he's doing exactly what he needs to, which is like leapfrogging his tanks, although he's a little bit unprotected because his Marines are all in one clump. But
Yeah.
so I don't even have time to get Kadarin Amulet, so I have to warp in some Templars early and let him get some energy. And then he took out that pylon and I supply blocked myself, which hurt a lot, but
Yeah.
whatever. So now he's moving up some more. It's bad rallying the Void Ray, but he survives.
Yeah.
So my supply is a little bit behind. Actually, it's even right now. It should be a little bit behind. Because I'm going such like gas heavy, expensive stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you notice, I've warped in like only a couple zealots this whole time.
Did you just stop using your warp pins?
Yeah, I pretty much just let my gateway sit there.
Okay.
All alone. So here I'm about to get ready to go. So I want my Immortals in the front to take as many tank shots as possible, and Templars to come from the side so they don't die to tank shots, so I can get my storms off and then just kind of go for it. So here I go, and then I managed to get some really good storms.
Yeah. Look at that.
So he's still got a ton of tanks left, but I've got Void Rays, so I'm okay at this point. So we did pretty much trade armies, and you know neither of us can attack each other at this point.
Right.
But I'm up a base, and I actually have more supply, so I'm all right. And my macro's behind, but whatever.
Yeah. You're alive.
So from here he went like for a triple expansion, I think.
Really?
Yeah, and I went Warp Prism because I really want to try to like deny expansions or something.
Right.
Or harass him if he has them already. And I should be sending an observer back to... Oh, I'm also taking my gold. Say he's got 2 command centers floating out right now. He's going to go build one at his gold.
He did triple expand. Wow.
Yeah, but I managed to force a cancel on his gold. So I forced the cancel on the gold, and then at that point I know I'm still ahead of base. Although that's not true, but I have a gold and he doesn't. And I try to harass his other one. I'm trying to work on Warp Prism harassment, but he does Planetary Fortress plus turret, so I can't actually do much to it with one Warp Prism.
Yeah.
Alright, so from here on out, what I need to do is rescout his army composition and see what I need to do to counter that. So pretty much I just hard countered his tank push to survive that. My phone's going off. And I actually don't know where my observer is. I'm kind of failing with that. So there goes my observer across the map now. And I'm going to see he's still pretty much tank marine, but now he has Thors too. And Void Rays are actually like insanely good against Thors.
Yeah.
Because even though they have splash air damage, they only do 7, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because Void Rays are armored and Void Rays get plus to massive. So from here on out, I throw down another Robo, and I'm going to pump like double Colossus and keep getting some Void Rays and then spending extra money on Zealots, and got a few Templars in there now. So pretty much I'm just going to max out on this army composition because I feel like it's superior to his, because I just have like so many high-tech units pretty much.
Right.
That there's not much you can do. And I'm attempting to harass his expansion, but it doesn't really work.
Which one?
The one on the bottom right. I'm about to warp in a DT, or maybe I already did, but it got owned by Turret Planetary. I could have done maybe a storm drop would have been cool, but I didn't end up doing it.
Yeah.
So now we're both getting close to max again. What I was going to do once I was max was walk around the long way, because I don't want to walk into his tank ball, even though it's not that big anymore. But, you know, just make him unsiege and move, because if you walk right into him, he gets his defender's advantage. But he decides to move out and attack my gold first. And I see this coming because I've got 2 observers watching his army. So I'm actually moving out of position right now till I notice, and I'm going to move back into position. And so yeah, if you notice, I don't really have very many immortals this time.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have as many tanks, and because I have quite a few Colossus. So, anyways, it just stormed the shit out of everything, and the Void Rays killed the rest. So. And I come out like 60-ish supply ahead,
Yeah.
or almost, yeah.
Yeah, that was great, actually. I need to use Void Rays more.
Yeah, I've just started using them in PvT, really, and they did pretty darn well. But I think the key to stopping tank play or just like that, or at least in my new experience, is just like gateway units really don't help. You
Yeah.
have to go high tech to stop it.
Okay.
At least that's what I'm starting to think. But since he's really tank heavy, it's not. I mean, like going really tank heavy is still pretty high tech. So it's not like you're going to be. You should be behind a little bit in supply, but not like, you know, so far behind that you're going to die because you only have just a couple high tech units.
Right.
So any questions on that game?
Not really. You explained it pretty well.
Okay. And then, if you want to look at game 3, this is kind of like the OGSMC 6 warp gate, which I know you said you wanted to learn.
Yeah, I did.
Alright, I'll pause it when I get in.
At the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so the basis for this build, or at least my version of it, I kind of just made up this version, but it works perfectly fine.
Yeah.
You can go 9 pylon and either 12 or 13 gate.
Mm-hmm.
And then cybernetics core and only 1 gas, I think. And then you save up for your expansion. But you use your first 2 chrono boosts on probes, and then use every chrono boost after that on your gateway, and constantly get out units. And if you boost out units like that, then you have enough units to hold off any sort of early push, especially with a sentry or 2 to hold the ramp. And then you put down your Nexus, and you power up to 6 gates like almost immediately. Mm-hmm. And by then you'd have quite a few probes, and you should be able to warp in off of 6 gates pretty much. And so there might be some sort of timing where they can one base kill you, but it's really hard timing to hit.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to deal with 6 warp gate is defensively, I believe, but he tries to deal with it in an offensive manner in this game, and he just dies. But
All right.